here. Today we're going to be working on upgrading my desktop computer here. It also has about 2 years worth of dust in it, so I'm kind of curious to see how bad it is in here. I haven't really cleaned this computer out here since moving to the house. Now it is liquid cooled, so I haven't had any problems with thermals on this computer. Which is why I plan on sticking with liquid cooling here on it. So speaking of the upgrade here, by the way, we have a MSI motherboard here. This is the MAG Z790 Tomahawk. That's the Z790. And we're going to be upgrading to an Intel 13 Gen, 13900K. And then we just have a 64 gig DDR kit here, DDR5 kit for it. So we're going to start by probably cleaning the computer first, and then we'll take the current motherboard out. Current motherboard, by the way, is another MSI motherboard here. This is, I think, the Creator Pro or something like that, with an AMD Ryzen 9 5950X. So I'm going from an AMD system over to the Intel system here. And a couple reasons for that. I've had some stability issues here, mostly with editing videos. So I'm curious to see if switching over to the Intel will help with that or not. Plus, obviously, a newer CPU here, 13900K. Should be a little bit more powerful. Obviously, I could have probably switched over to the new AMD Ryzen 9. I believe that's the 79, I think it's the 7950 there as well. So the newer Ryzen, but decided to go Intel here this time around. We'll see how that works out. I currently have 32 gigs of RAM. Back when I built this computer, Evan, I thought 32 gigs RAM, I will never need more RAM than that. Boy, was I wrong, Evan. So we are going 64 gig here this time around. Maybe I should have gone 128. I don't know. Hopefully 64 is enough, but we'll see. If not, this motherboard, I believe, supports 4 sticks, so I can get another, well, what you probably should do, Evan, instead of getting another 2, is buy a 4-pack and then just get rid of these. That's probably what you should do, but at least we can do that if we want to. So, anyway, we're going to start by cleaning that one. We'll see how much dust comes out of here, and then we'll start by upgrading. It should be a pretty straightforward upgrade. We're going to keep the GPU, the SSDs, all that good stuff. That is all staying the same, Evan. The only thing we're changing here is, well, literally these 3 components. Actually, and 1/4 component, I do need to switch out the water block, which I just got an email from Amazon here like a few moments ago saying it is like 10 stops away. So we're going to start the upgrade. Hopefully by the time I'm ready for it, it'll be here. Okay, we got the at least the outside of the computer somewhat clean here. Let's see how it's looking on the inside here. Surprisingly not too bad. I think we'll vacuum that off here quick a minute as well. There's just a little bit of dust on that card there. Not much though. Not much at all, no. Well, surprisingly, when the computer was not quite as dusty as I thought it would be. I would thought the dust bunnies would have had dust bunnies here at this point, but surprisingly not too bad, so I'm not going to complain about that. I am thinking maybe once I get the motherboard and stuff out, maybe I'll take it outside and blow it out here as well, because I can see there's more dust up in the radiator, but I can't really get to that with the vacuum here. So anyway, we're going to start taking the motherboard out here. So that means we're going to have to take out the GPU. Again, I'm not replacing that. Capture card here as well, and I'm hoping I can leave the hoses connected here, but I'm not sure. If not, we'll have to take that out as well. We'll see how that goes here. So anyway, let's start pulling wires here. We got our power cables up top. This particular one here takes 2 8-pin motherboard connectors. We'll see how many the new one takes here. And then we got, oh, let's see, what are these cables for up here? No idea, we'll just pull them out. We'll figure it out, right? Go for something in the back. Fun part's going to be make sure to plug everything back in and it still works yet. Cable for something there, not sure what. Oh, that one's in there too. What the heck is that one? Oh my goodness. What are you? You are a J Corsair 1. Oh. Oh, there we go. Got to get right on the little tab there. Okay. Oh, that is for the pump here. Okay, that's what that was for. Our main power. Running a Corsair 850 watt power supply here, by the way, at the moment. Let's get our graphics card out. And at least with my computer oven, it does have the quick locks on here. I don't like how sturdily, or maybe I should say unsturdily, that mounts the card, so I actually use the screws here yet. Gotta say, having a screwdriver with a nice magnet on that sure is nice, that one. Don't have to worry about that screw falling down in the case there. And yep, now it's got a screw on it as well. Like I said, I screw in my cards, that one. Okay, is there a lock on this one? There does not appear to be, so we'll just take that one out. Graphics card should be clear. There is a lock on that one, of course. I'm a little concerned about, appears to be a water or something on here one. I'm not sure what that is. Sticky. I wonder if like the heat from this card is like, because I can feel like and on the bottom of this hose here. Wonder if I should be concerned by that. Might have to look into that, but I don't like the looks of that. That is why I was actually considering going air cooling here for this computer. But then when I got the 13900K, it's like, maybe we better stick with the water block. 13900 is known to be a bit of a heat sink as far as I know. So, okay, continuing. Audio cable, pump sense wire down here. No idea what the next one is. USB, USB. And then we got all our front I/O connectors. Motherboard sync cable, no idea. USB 3.0, SATA. She got 6 SATA connections on this one. There are 2 optical drives up here, for those of you who know what those are yet. And then I have 2 hard drives. I'm not sure what the other 2 are for then. No idea. Maybe I should look into that a little bit. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to think I've got all the wires off here at this point, and we're ready to take the motherboard out. Okay, I think we drained out as much water as we could. Let's see if we get this motherboard out here. Okay, I think we're gonna have to take this block off here. I was kind of hoping to maybe leave that on everyone, but we'll just go ahead and take it off. Okay, and I'm kind of hoping, everyone, that the new one here will have the same bracket. I just got to switch out the bracket. We'll find out, and then I don't have to disconnect these, but not sure until we actually get it. I just need to be able to set this somewhere here a minute. Okay, we'll go ahead and get the new motherboard set up here with the CPU and the RAM installed. Kind of like we took the old one out. We'll put the new one in, and like I said, depending if we have to switch out the water block there, we'll see how that goes. Nothing like unboxing a brand new motherboard, right, everyone? Take that out. And we'll see what kind of goodies we got in the bottom of the box here. And then you just use your motherboard box as a nice building surface. Let's see, what do we got here? European Union regulatory notices. Ew. Some nice stickers if you want them. Oh, all kinds of oh, and some nice labels too. That is very nice. Might have to make use of that one, everyone. Quick start guide. Might have to reference that depending on our front I/O connectors. Standard SATA cables. They actually send SATA cables with stuff yet? Wow. Oh, a little flash drive. Probably the software for the motherboard, I'm assuming. Some sort of little standoff screw. Oh, probably M.2s and some Wi-Fi antennas. And another M.2 screw. Oh, that reminds me of one. We got to take my M.2s off the other board yet. Okay, almost forgot about that. Ta-da! That's a nice looking motherboard if you ask me, Evan. Although I think my old one has it beat, which it should, because that was a little bit more of a pricey motherboard. This one is supposed to have, I believe, 4 M.2s in it. One of the reasons I went with it. So one there, and 2 here, apparently, from what it's saying there. And let's see how our I/O is looking. Plenty of USB, 2 USB-Cs. Yep, both Type-Cs. That looks nice. I like that. Flash BIOS. I'm assuming that means you have to put it in that one if you're going to flash the BIOS. Wi-Fi, audio. Yep, looks like it's all good there. So let's get the CPU installed here. Nothing flashy with unboxing the CPU. Again, this is the 13900K. Okay, that was spring-loaded. I was not prepared for that. And let's see here. Little triangle. Looks like the CPU is going to go that way. Triangle to triangle. Drop that in nice and easy. Let's see. There it goes. Oh, that is some force on that CPU there. Oh, and yeah, if you want the little Intel sticker there. Might have to switch that out, I think. Oh, never mind, we're good. I still have the Intel sticker on there yet. I still have an Intel. Oh, actually, well, you know what? I've got an i7 one. I'll just put the i9 one on there. My system here was an Intel here before I went AMD. In fact, I think I've had, this might be the 4th computer I have built here in this case here at this point. So, okay, let me go get the, oh, you know what, we can put the RAM in here a minute, and then we'll have to go get the M.2s. And I might have to check the manual here just to see what, since we're doing 2 of them. Oh, you know what? No. Oh, first. Oh, it actually says DIM 2 first. Okay. Nice, they print that right on the motherboard. I don't have to get the manual out for that one. I like that. So this is a Corsair DDR5 6400 megahertz. And again, I got a 64 gig kit, so 2 32 gig. Ooh, peelies. Peelies off. And I just seen a driver go by one, so I think that means my water block is here. Now, it says use first DIM 2. Okay. I mean, it's got DIM 1. So this is DIM 1, DIM 1, DIM 2, and DIM 2. Seems like you would do DIM 1 first, but okay, whatever. Now, is that the right way? Nope. That is the right way. Kind of hard to tell with the very even there. Well, when Amazon just delivered here an empty bag. Yeah. Amazon just delivered a freaking empty bag, Evan. I tried calling Amazon support. Unfortunately, the email account that is on Amazon support I don't have on my phone. I have it on my computer here, so I can't access that at the moment. So in order to verify the account, they need the email. Well, guess what? Yeah, computer is looking like that at the moment. So I've just finished screaming some obscenities here quite frequently. Yeah. And unfortunately, even if I was able to get a hold of Amazon support, I mean, like, what are they going to do? It's still an empty bag. Like, they're going to deliver another one here in the next hour. So, let me sit here and think for a little bit, and maybe do some significant amount of more cursing, and see if I can come up with a plan, because here the computer sits. I either have to put the old one, try to put the old one back together, or we need to somehow cobble the new one together. Well, I'm going to quick run to the nearest Best Buy, and we have solved our cooling problem here, unfortunately. I went with the Corsair iQ H150i. This is the 120 by 360 rad here. That is basically what's up here at the moment. This is a SwiftTech 120 by 360. Of course, has the 3 Corsair fans on it. This does work out good in one way, because I do have one fan, and that one right up there. Of course, it's the top one in between the radiator that has failed and needs to be replaced. Kind of like the worst one to be replaced, right? Because, you know, this one, I can get this one off, right? But that one, you have to almost like take the whole thing down to get that. So anyway, unfortunately, I'm going to have to remove what is essentially my custom cooling loop here, pull that out, and then we'll go ahead and put this one in. Now, I haven't decided yet, everyone, if we'll see how it goes, I guess. See how this keeps the computer cool. And then if we'll maybe get the right bracket here at some point and actually put this back in, or we'll just stick with this. I don't know. We'll see what's happening. So anyway, we're going to take this all out, including the tank here, pump, all that good stuff, and we'll get the case set up to put this in. Yep, I can definitely tell which fan is bad. Barely spins. That one spins just fine. That one, not so much. In fact, you can kind of see it looks like a weird discoloration going on there with the fan as well. A little dusty too. That's definitely where the dust was, no doubt about that. Okay, I've got all the water cooling guts taken out. Now it's time to go hunting for our M.2s here. I think they're under here if I remember correctly. Oh, we're going to need a different size here. Let's see here. This one? Yep, that one should do the trick. I believe we need to take this cover off here. And there should be 2 of them in here. Okay, is that it? Yes, there we go. Okay, they're both 1 terabytes. I wonder which one's which. Okay, M.2.1. Okay, so this is number 1 here, so this will be my boot drive. Don't want to lose that. And this will be number 2. Oh, this one is... That one is screwed down. Okay, interesting. Also stuck down apparently. That's number 2. I will set that off to the side. We will be putting that back in, by the way. Just make sure I keep them separate here. And apparently I am missing 1 screw there. Interesting. Not sure what happened to that. That is kind of weird. No idea. And let's get the M.2s installed on the new one here. So, first one. And these are Sabrent Rocket NVMe 4.0s here, by the way. Both 1 terabytes. There is a whole story for those who are curious about why I got 2 of these here. Come on, not in. There we go. And that should, is that the lock position? I think that's the lock position. There we go. And number 2. And then, like I said, from my understanding, there's 2 more under here if you wanted to populate them, but I think the 2 we have should be sufficient. Okay, now we need to figure out the cooler oven, and then we should be ready to put it back in the case. Okay, on the Corsair iQ H150i Elite. Not sure what they're saying there, but anyway. Yes, let's check this unit out here. Super chilled. I'm guessing my custom loop probably still would have outdone this thing yet, I would assume, everyone, but I could be wrong. Technically it's the same size radiator, so... Safety compliant warranty information. Yeah, I'll need that. There's our pump and radiator. Make sure we leave that on. Oh, that is pretty, Evan. That is pretty. Okay, let's see once here. Intel hardware. Is that all the same? Yes, find out. AMD. Nope, don't need that one. TR4. Nope, I don't need that one either. Oh. Different face plates. Cool. Not sure why. You know what? Maybe I do have an. When it comes to Corsair, I'm kind of partial to that one myself. I might have to put that one on now. We'll see once here. We'll see. Although the one it has on it is about the same. Let's see. Any other? Oh, here's our fans. Yep, probably need those. And then that must be the controller hub everything plugs into. So I might have to look at the directions. I want to figure out if there's any bracketry that needs to go on the back of the motherboard here. Yeah, I'm guessing this piece here has to go on the back, so that's why I didn't put the motherboard in yet. There is a cutout in my case here. There is a cutout there, but it does not line up. The CPU is like down here, not up there. So, of course, right, everyone? Well, what do you think, Evan? Can we do this without the instructions? I think we can. Bracket goes on the back. That's pretty self-explanatory, I think. Intel 1700 screws. Got those right there. So let's go ahead and mount this up on the back of the motherboard here. Might have to adjust this. I'm not sure what socket it's lined up for. Obviously not this one. There we go. One last one. Bingo. Flip that over, and we'll screw in our standoffs. Oh, and what's the chance this will fit this? Quite good, apparently. Can't quite get on that last one. Let's see. Nope, doesn't come with one for that. That should be pretty good, I would think. And then we should be ready to install that in the case here then. That will hold that back bracket on. Oh, and before I go any further, oh yeah, okay, 2 power ends, good to know. 24 right there, USB headers. Just making sure we know where everything is here roughly. Not sure what that header is. System fans, system fans, system fans, SATA. I'm guessing some of these SATAs may not work depending on which M.2s you're using, so I'm going to have to look that up and find that out. Out of curiosity, where is our headers for the motherboard here for power and stuff like that? Wonder if that's the weird unlabeled one down there. Oh, never mind. I think we got it right here. Okay, well, let's get this in the case, Evan, and we'll go from there. Okay, we'll start with a couple simple connections here. Power. Other power. And if I can get my hands on it here, it's hiding right down here. I think this one needs to be turned around compared to what the other one is, of course. Let's see, once you're probably, yeah, that feels like the right way. Apparently the other power supply was turned around the other way. Interesting. USB 3 header. This particular case does not have any USB 3 on it, but I've got like a 5 1/4 bay adapter thing. Works pretty good. Let's see, so we got our SATA here. That is the top drive. We'll go there, I guess. And like I said, I might have to look it up, everyone, see what's what. Let's see, why am I come up through there? Why don't I just come up through this middle one? That would make the most sense, right? There you are. Okay, and we got our USB headers. I see one right there. Where's number audio? Yeah, USB 2. I mean, who uses that now, right? I can definitely plug one in here a minute. Oh wait, there's 2 of them here, right here. And where's my second one? There's the second one. There we go. Audio header. Might have to see if I can route that a little better. Not real happy with that one. And do we have a fan header down here? Yes, we do, right there. And do we have a fan header over here? Haha, yes we do. Perfect spacing. Okay, now for the fun part of it. See if we get this radiator mounted up in here. And I'm going to do probably a fan on top design, just like the last one was here. But that'll stay there a minute. And we're going to mount the fans so they are exhausting, by the way. Oh, typical RGB fans, Evan. Lots of wires. Lots and lots of wires. I was hoping maybe this would be one of the kits that had fewer wires on it, but apparently not. There we go. And we'll get the fun one in the back here. Okay, when fans are all mounted, we still need to do the wiring yet, but we're going to get the CPU block on here now. Already comes with the paste pre-applied, so I'll just carefully take that off. I'm assuming that's the way the bracket's supposed to be. And we'll slide that on there. Try to somewhat evenly tighten the screws here. And we got a fan header here. Let's see once. CPU fan 1. That's probably where we want to put that. There's also a pump fan, but I think I'll double check the manual, but I'm assuming you probably want that in the CPU fan. That's going to register the CPU RPMs there. Yeah, we might have a little bit of a problem with that. I might have to figure something out there. I don't think I have a fan grill. Otherwise, putting a fan grill across that would probably be the best. Oh, it's actually... Okay, if it stays just like that, we'll be fine. Now, we'll turn the case around, everyone, and we'll do the wiring in the back. That should be the fun part, right? Oh, now this is where the fun comes in with all these RGB fans, everyone, and the fans themselves. It comes with this nice hub to plug them all into, and it actually supports up to 6 fans. So 6 fans and 6 RGB headers here. Also has, of course, SATA power. And then... I've been looking at this one. This is a USB plug-in here. I only find 2 USB headers on this motherboard. So, yeah, unfortunately, I'm probably going to have to remove one of the front USBs and plug this in there, because this is probably more important to have plugged. Well, yeah, this is probably more important to have this plugged in. Also, I'm still trying to figure out, it says this way up. I have no idea why. Like, why this way up? Well, anyway, we will start with the fan that is on this side here. And we'll just go 1, 2, or should we go 1, 2, 3? That probably makes most sense. Start with the front. Well, no, number 1. So this would be number 3 here. And this is the fan header. And then the RGB header. And the next one, this will be number 2, RGB header. This is one maybe downside to this case, Evan. There is not a lot of room on the back of this case here. This panel goes like right here, and there's... I don't think that's even a half an inch of space there. One thing that's nice about some of the newer cases, they give you a little bit more room in the back here for wiring, especially when you get all this wiring here going. Mind you, this is a little bit less than I had before, because before I had a push-pull configuration. This is simply just a pull configuration. Now, I guess, there's nothing saying I can't put more fans on there, I guess, if I want to, Evan. We might do that. We'll have to see once here. Let's see, that needs to go down here. And we'll plug that in the USB header, and this will plug in to the SATA header here. And I've got it plugged into that one up there so it sits flush like that. If I plug it into this one here, yeah, it doesn't sit right. So, I wonder if some of the old sticky stuff will work here. Looks like it will. This does come with a sticky pad, by the way. I'm not quite sure I want to use this yet because I'm still debating if I want to keep this one or like buy the proper mount and actually use my original liquid cooling. We'll see once here. See once how this works. Now, what is this? Oh, this probably needs to plug in. Aha. Probably should plug this in, shouldn't I, Evan? Yeah, that's That's a good point. Just about forgot that. It'll stay there as long as I don't touch it. Okay. I think we're ready to put the cover on the back here. Okay, and finally, I think we're ready to put the graphics card in here. Again, an EVGA RTX 3080, and then also have a capture card here as well. We'll stick that in first. You know what? I think I'm just going to put that in right there. Really? Come on now. Maybe we won't put it in there. There we go. That just takes a, I think that's an X1 slot, and this, of course, will take the big slot up top here. And we'll get those screwed in here in a minute. Again, this does have the quick clips on them, but again, I don't use those. Not sturdy enough for my liking. And of course, it probably needs some power. Well, with that one, I think we are done and ready to, okay, gonna have to do something about that first, and then we're ready to power it up. I don't know if I trust them to stay that way or not. I might have to for now. I think I've got a grill for this. I'll have to look and see if I can find it, and if so, I'm going to put that on it. And that'll definitely prevent the problem. I've also got a grill. If you look at my front K7, I've got a grill in that for the exact same reason. So that way any wires that might potentially be here won't get into it. Which, there's really not that many wires anymore. Because it used to be the hoses running through here. That's definitely a little bit cleaner build, I would have to say. One good thing about that, I suppose. I will have to do something about the hole in the front of the case. We'll have to see what's about that one. I'm not sure. I'll see if I can find more covers or what I have to put in there. Hopefully we got something. Anyway, let's get the front cover on this, and we'll see if we can power it up. Well, I'm just getting in close here and looking at it here just from the outside. Doesn't look like it's too bad on the inside here as far as dust is concerned here. The bigger issue might be what's on the other side of this radiator. This radiator does exhaust, so it's possible the underside is plugged up. We'll see once here. I have vacuumed off the front a few times. This does like to get covered by dust, but it doesn't look too bad here at the moment, actually. If we pull that cover off, oh yeah, I can see the dust go flying. But yeah, like I said, it doesn't actually look surprisingly too bad. Also, water-wise, have not added any water here in the last, I think, 2 years either, or maybe it's been 3. Actually, no, it's probably, I don't think I've added any water since I put this block on them, and so it's probably been like 3 years. So that is pretty good. I'm guessing that's probably the line where it was there, so we maybe lost a little bit, but that is about it. Okay, but and we are up and running here. Oh boy, look at that shiny RGB up top, huh? That's always the most important thing, right? Anyway, for the most part, this was simple, with the exception of one thing here, and it took me about 30 minutes here to realize it. Even though I have at least I think I've got the right M.2 in the right slot here. I'm pretty sure I got them in the right slot. It's still booted. I've got Windows 10 on the other M.2 drive there. I thought I removed that, but apparently not. So if I go here, hopefully they're both showing up. Let's see, this PC. Yep, that is on my current boot drive, and then there should be another one. Yeah, local disk ARP. Yep, there we go. That's the other one. So I've got Windows 10 on this one. That's the other Sabrent M.2 drive there. And kept booting up, and it would fail to boot. It just wouldn't boot. I'm like, what the heck's going on here? Like, this should have no problem. Well, going from Intel to AMD or AMD to Intel can sometimes be a little bit iffy. It's like, oh boy, I'm going to have one of the ones where it's not going to work. Well, like I said, it took me about 30 minutes to realize that one. I was fiddling fiddling around with the wrong program. And once I figured it out, I booted up to Windows 11 here, and it instantly worked, everyone. So no problems at all. Didn't even I think it booted up about as fast as it did normally. I don't think it even did anything that I know of, really. I made sure I had the right M.2 selected, booted right up. It is working on installing the drivers here right now. Oh, yes, I see it. Just actually looks like switched over to the wired network here. It does come with, right here. Comes with this little USB stick. I was going to plug this in, but it's like, oh, wait a minute. You know what? The Wi-Fi is working. I'll just connect the Wi-Fi here real quick. And that way it should download all the latest, greatest, most up-to-date drivers here, rather than whatever's on this one might be a little out of date. So we're going to let this reinstall in a minute, and we should be good, I think. Yeah, successful upgrade here. Well, and I think that's going to do it here for this video. If you folks have any comments and or questions about the computer build here, be sure to throw them down below. And as always, thanks for watching. Until next time.